What up, guys? Motherfucking Freestyle Steve. You know him. Just doing it big. What's going on? This is officially my first face to face with you guys. I mean, normally I do jackass shit, so I ain't trying to do anything serious on YouTube. I just do what the fuck I want. That's what's up. But this ain't a review. This ain't about me. This ain't a introduction to my channel. I'll do all that later. I just picked up motherfucking Minecraft. Word up. For, let's see, 360 edition. So, I'm a little late. I know. I'm actually quite a bit late to the whole Xbox 360 thing. What's funny is as soon as I got my Xbox 360, I got a year alive right away, so I'm good to go. But as soon as I got my Xbox 360, I got probably about a week after, I got the Nvidia Shield TV. Well, actually, I'm sorry, I got the Nvidia Shield before my Xbox. What am I thinking? I'm gonna say I got the Shield probably a week before, maybe a week or two before the 360. So, yeah, I've been playing with that shield quite a bit. I kind of been dabbing with the 360. I do like the fact that, if you got the gold Xbox Live subscription, go gold, man. You get 2 free games a month, so that's what's up. So tomorrow I'll go ahead and see what is it this month? I think it's Saints Row, one of them, and I can't even remember the other game, but I'll definitely, I don't have those, and I have a 500 gigabyte hard drive, so I'll definitely probably download both those. That's cool. But yeah, this is my first. Like I said, I'm kind of a little. It's funny because I can be a jackass when it comes to the music, and not give a shit, but when it comes to normal shit, I'm like a little camera shy here, a little bit of a, a little bit of a stage fright, but yeah, Minecraft. So word up. 360 edition. I've never played any of them. I think at one time I had a little friend, and they I let him use my phone, and they got it on my phone. I don't even know if it was a legit version. I think it was called a Minecraft Pocket Edition or Pocket version or something for the Android, and I never played it, and I don't even think it was a. I don't know if they even have that in the Google Play Store anymore. I don't actually think they got it from the Play Store. I think they probably went to some random site and probably downloaded it. But yeah, so I just stepped into the game, Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. Now I don't, there's like I said, there's tons of games out there. I play them all. I'm not limited to just one genre. I think when I was a kid, I kind of was heavily into the RPG genre. I'm gonna say. I mean, who isn't? If you're a real gamer, you're gonna get into those. And from there, I don't know. I kind of just stuck with those. I've always liked like action games too. I've liked first person shooters, but I was really into more of the old school ones, I guess you could say. I don't even know if you want to consider some of those platformers or first person shooters or maybe even a mix of both. Stuff like, the original Resident Evils and, the old Tomb Raider, Parasite Eve. Just a lot of the older PlayStation ones that had came out, before they started getting more chaotic and faster. Unreal, of course, all the classics, Doom, Unreal, when Quake first came out, all that stuff. I mean, but mainly I stuck with the RPG genre. Started getting back into the first-person shooter genre years later. Excuse me. I've always been what would you say? I've always been into platformer games. I've always loved, every platformer game I've probably ever played, from the Mario Brothers games to what we got for Nintendo 64, Banjo Kazooie, and Banjo Toy, both of them. You know, all the Rayman games, even Mario 64. That was dope. Even like you know, you got some good PlayStation 1 platformers, 40 Winks, just a bunch of stuff, you know. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd, you know, trying to give. I got a subscriber base now. I know it's not a lot, you know, but thank you guys, man, for staying with me. That's what's up. You know, I'm pretty varied. I know a lot of people can't handle my antics, so that they hit and run. I get that shit all the time, you know. Somebody will drop by my page and be like, "Hey, yo, check me out. I like your page." I'll check them out. They'll never check me back out. I don't know if these people just, you know, expect you to check their shit out. Then like, okay, yeah, cool, subscribe to them or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, whatever. That's just, I guess that's just YouTube, you know. I mean, but if you're gonna ask me to check your shit out, then you better be checking mine out, you know, or I'm not gonna waste my time. But anyway, okay. Xbox 360 edition, Minecraft. I think I'm gonna want to play this. You know, it's been quite a while since it's been never since I've played this game. So you know, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get into it. Maybe some of you out there will want to play against me or play with me or help me get along with it. You know, I'm down, man. I got this Xbox Live shit for 11 months left. Probably, I think my subscription ends March 10th or February 10th of next year. So, you know, I got quite a bit of time to get down on it. And yeah, I think this will be a game that I'll like. You know, I've never played any of these kind of games before. I really think Minecraft was probably I don't know, I could be jumping ahead of myself, but for this kind of game, I'm thinking this was the first of its kind. You know, now you have a lot of, what would you call them, Minecraft clones. What do they call this type of game? Is this what they call a sandbox building? I have no clue. RPG, sandbox, builder, action, hack and slash, create your own dimension. Who knows? You know, it could be whatever. But yeah, I think I'm gonna really get down on this shit. So if any of you out there, you know, want to play against me, I'll battle you. I'm sure I'll get my ass kicked or whatever. Or if you want to help me build one of these elaborate forts, or even if you're just, I don't know how how Minecraft works. I mean, do they got like teams? Is it like, you know, MMOs? Will we raid? I don't know. I'm jumping into this as a brand new player. So you know, with that said, can go ahead and leave it with that. If you guys want to add me on Xbox Live, you know, you can go ahead and do that. My Xbox Live name is freestilesteve. You know, that's my name, word up. But it's with the I instead of a Y, so it's FREESTILESTEVE. So it's real easy to remember. Just remember Freestyle Steve, but with an I instead of Y. There you go. You know, I don't think that might be a too hard. But yeah, let's go ahead and leave it at that. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. I just thought I'd try to give it to you guys. This is you know, my first face-to-face video. It's not a review. This is just basically, I don't know if you want to call it an unboxing, but you know, it's not really an unboxing. I guess I could just title it, you know, just got Minecraft, or look what I got, Minecraft, or something like that. So yeah, definitely. You know, like I said, I got a little bit of subscriber base. Thanks for you guys, you know, subscribing. I really appreciate that. Thanks for sticking with me. Like I said, I know, you know, it's funny. Like I get a lot of people that hit and run. You know, I don't know how they come across my channel. They say, yeah, check me out. You know, I'll check them out. I'll comment on some of their videos or whatever, and then like it's just like I don't hear back from them, or I don't know. I think some people think they're uber cool, that you just gotta check out their shit, and that, you know, they're too cool that they're not gonna check you out. So I don't deal with that kind of shit, you know, whether it's a guy or a girl. I mean, if you're gonna hit me up and saying check your shit out, then if I'm gonna check your stuff out, you better check my shit back out. You know, I'm not gonna waste my time and jock you, and who the fuck are you? Seriously, that's how it goes around these parts. Yeah, see, and I know people don't like that little, you know, that little, but hey, that's just how I am, man. You know, I'm not trying to be fake with you guys. I'm on some real shit, as you can tell. I think a lot of times I'm on some too much real shit, and then people, you know, my subscribers, they can't deal with that. I know I've lost a couple of subscribers the way I am, but I never come out, you know, like an ass or anything. I never, you know, talk shit about anything or anybody. I've had my confrontations on YouTube with some little jackasses, but they're not around, you know. They don't bother me. But yeah, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, people hit me up, hitting runners. Check out my page. I'd love for you to check my shit out. I do. And then what? Do they just expect me to keep posting on their videos, checking their shit out or whatever? I mean, it's no big deal. It's just fucking YouTube. But mainly, I just wanted, you know, I got camera shy. I'm not, you know, I don't do this kind of shit. I'm more, I mean, when it comes to the music, I'll make a jackass out of myself because that's what I like to do. But when it comes to this, you know, I'm not, how would you put it, camera-genic. I'm not photogenic, but I do got a little bit of a subscriber base now. I mean, you know, there's people that got hundreds, thousand, good for them. You know, I got 86 fucking subscribers, but, you know, you guys are 86. Man, right on, you know, that's cool. Thanks for sticking with me. So, I think it's probably about time I start doing more, how would you say it, more, I don't know if I want to say more personable videos or more personal, just, you know, you guys can see me. Yeah, you know, guess that's I never really had a direction with this YouTube. In all honesty, when I started out, it was years ago, and it was really just a platform to upload beats for my friends to listen to, and if they liked any, they would hit me up and, you know, here you go. So I never planned on doing more with it. I always just, whatever, I check out videos, whatnot, comment. And then I would probably say my second run into it, which made me get more into it, was probably I started beta testing for this controller. And you can see it on my videos. It's called the Eagle Gamepad. And, you know, I don't even remember how I came across their advertisement for their free. It's like a Bluetooth controller. You know, you can hook it up to your smartphone, to all your Android gadgets, iOS, whatever, you know, and just have a controller to play games. Well, anyway, I came across their advertisement for their controller. I think it was on Game Boy Advance Temp, because I know that website, you know, they have a lot to do with, like, homebrew and, you know, stuff like that. And I thought that's pretty cool. You know, this company wants somebody to test their controller. I threw my biz at them right away. I said, look, you know, I've been doing homebrew and gaming for years. I got a fucking computer degree, you know, so more so than not, I actually do know technically. When it comes to being technically, I don't like to get too technical, you know, for my viewers and subscribers. If I had, you know, a different, like, it seems like my viewer and subscriber base is pretty varied, you know, so, I mean, but now, if I just, you know, for I could make a whole another page on just technical computer shit, you know, give Linux tutorials and give Windows tutorials and just stuff, you know, basic coding tutorials and stuff like that. But I mean, that's not the purpose of this page, you know. Like I'm saying, this page started off just to basically upload beats from my friends. Then I came across the Eagle Gamepad controller. Those guys were looking for beta testers. I gave them my spiel. I said, look, you know, I'd like to beta test this. I got a damn computer degree. I've been doing, you know, homebrewing games for longer than, you know, probably 20 plus years now. I just, you know, told them what's up, and they were like, oh yeah, you're more than qualified, you know, go ahead and give us your information, blah, blah, blah. And I went ahead and did that, and it was cool, you know. You can see a couple videos of what I did. I just, basically, they weren't really anything, you know. And this is all coming from my phone. I ain't got no fancy, smancy fucking, you know, Canon Rebel, none of that shit. You know, you want to give me some money to get one of those, and I'll make some kick-ass videos for you guys. But, you know, I'm doing this off of my shitty-ass little Samsung, whatever. So this is from me to the phone, you know. You ain't getting no studio schmudio shit here, you know. So, word up. But, yeah, so with the Eagle game thing, you know, I was just beta testing for them guys. I came across it, and you could see on my page, the first video I did was just basically, they just wanted a video showing it working, you know. So there's a video where I'm syncing it with my Android tablet, just playing a really quick game. And then there's another video where they had another application they made, which a lot of Android and iOS games, I guess some of them, you know, they have controller support. You can play, you know, with the controller right off the back on a lot of games. But on a, excuse me guys, I got a little ate some spicy food earlier, and it's kind of, you know, coming up in my kind of congested me here. It's probably just, you know, the spices and stuff kind of making me clog. Light heartburn maybe, but not bad though, you know, not bad. But okay, so anyway, yeah, I went ahead and started testing that controller. My second test of it was, okay, there was a special app they made, but a lot of people, you know, couldn't necessarily use the app. Your device had to be rooted to use the app. But basically, like I was saying, with a lot of these controllers, you know, you set them up Bluetooth, and, you know, once you're connected, the controller, if the game has controller support, a lot of them will work right out the box. But what the special app was for is there's certain Android games that didn't have, per se, controller support. But if you see some of the, you know, all these mobile games, you know, on your phone are, you know, they're all, how would you say it, touch screen, tap, you know, mobile games. But for the specific app that the Eagle Gamer company, I guess, you know, made, okay, for certain, like, Android games or iOS games, you know, like I'm saying, they're a tap or touch. For the games that don't have controller support, a lot of these games have, like, you know, if you see some games where there's, like, let's just say for a platformer game, for example, and, you know, you'll bring the game on your phone, and you'll see, like, there'll be a controller in the corner, like, you know, it'll be, like, just, like, a circle of the controller, you know, and it almost is like a visual emulation of the controller. You'll have, like, your little directional pad on your phone in the left side. On the right side of phone, you'll have, like, your buttons, you know, maybe your attack button, jump button. So basically, you got a virtual controller for the game in your phone. So a lot of those games, it's still kind of hard because, you know, you have the little directional pad thing, and you're gonna sit here with your thumb, and then, you know, so it's not like you know, comfortable like a real controller. It's still a touch screen game. It's got on screen controls. Well, what the Eagle app allows you to do, and like I'm saying, your device has to be rooted to do this. So a lot of people didn't have rooted devices and couldn't do this. So what the Eagle app allows you to do is it allows you to take those on-screen controls, like, let's say your direction control, you know, your up, down, left, right, your you know, your directional control would be like you hold your phone, you know, horizontally, and your directional control will be in the left corner, and your buttons will be on the right. So what the app allows you to do is it allows you to map that directional control to any control on the controller. If I could find the controller, okay, I found it. Cool, it's right here. So, like, what the app will allow you to do is, like, let's say the directional controller is on the left side of your phone and the buttons are on the right. So then you could map that controller to, like, anywhere you want. So, like, let's just say you want to map your directional controller to your, you know, your directional, what is that? This would be your thumbstick, your D-pad, your directional pad. You can map it to there. You can map it to your left thumbstick, you know, your buttons. You can map it, those. Let's just say there's, like, an attack and jump button, pretty much basic button, you know, and they're on the right side of your phone. So you can map those to any one of those buttons, you know, you can map it to that button. So it's really cool because a lot of games that are purely touch, you know, that didn't have controller support, that just pretty much have on-screen visual controls, you know, with a D-pad and buttons, you can actually map them to the controller. So that was pretty cool. So I got into that for a while for those guys. I was testing a lot of games that were, I mean, there's tons and tons of games out there, you know, in their library, and just Android library, iOS library in general. So I was testing tons and tons of games for them just to, you know, see which games would act that didn't have controller Bluetooth controller support, or I guess if you just want to say controller support out the box, I was testing a ton of games just, to find certain games. Okay, well, this game has visual controls. We can map it to the app, and this game don't work with the app. So I did that for the longest time. I mean, geez, I probably tested about 400, 500 games for those guys. I mean, it was a lot of work. And so I did that, and I also did, like, I guess you could say, like, I don't know, I'm gonna say quality service testing as well. I would go through the games, and load them on my phone, and I mean, a lot of people don't, but personally, I run AV on all my stuff. I don't chance it. I mean, I came from back in the day where I used to just think, oh, antivirus programs, they just slow your computer down. They just, I never used them. I got away with it for a long time, but I had my nasty fair share of viruses and, having all my data destroyed and having to start from scratch just due to viruses. So, what do you call it? I definitely, I use antivirus on, my computers, my phone, my tablet, so I don't go without it. So, like I said, with this Eagle company, I was testing the games one by one, like, my phone would antivirus program right away say whether they had, any virus or not. I'd take screenshots. So I did a lot of work for them guys, and it's a nice controller. They got a cool app that goes along with it that you can really, just pretty much download games and do your own thing. And I think even with the Bluetooth part of the controller, I think, with a lot of games from the Google Play Store that have controller support, they should work right off the back. So, yeah, that should be workable for most people. But like I'm saying, they do have their own app store that goes with the controller too. So, there's tons of most of the games I guess that you get off there, if they have controller support should work right off the back with your controller. They do have some games, that have the touch controls that you have to map to the app. And as I mentioned with that, unfortunately, if you don't have a rooted device, you can't make use of that program. So I did that. That was like my second, how'd you say, my second venture with the YouTube thing, was doing the controller thing. And I would still be doing it for those guys. It just, I don't know what happened. They just kind of fell off. I was always doing tests and just posting them to their websites, and I would never hear anything. And then after a while, I just felt like it just seemed like I was the only one doing. They're probably were doing their in-house beta work and whatnot, but it just seemed like I was really mainly just the only tester. And then they had also told us that they were gonna have a box called the Eagle box, which was supposed to go with the Eagle gamepad. Well, it did come out, but I wouldn't really say they promised us, but they did say that they were going to give us testers or have a chance for us to get one copy of the box to test, which really, I really was putting in a lot of work with the controller because I kind of just wanted to get that box. I thought that'd be cool, and I would have definitely been more dedicated to getting, to testing the box, the Eagle game box. If I would have been, how am I trying to say this? I would have been more dedicated to testing the controller even further if I would have got the Eagle game box. And I don't know, they just disappeared. Like, their website is kind of, there's new members every now and then, but there's really no focus on the controller or the box. They mentioned that the box was, there was a post that said something like Eagle boxes here. So, and even me searching on Google and stuff, I found a couple of retailers overseas that have it, but they never just really told us anything about the box. I guess it just came out and that's that. They never said, well, hey, you guys want to test this and make it better for us. And so after that, I kind of just gave up on the controller. Like I said, I felt like I was the only one doing the test, so I kind of just thought, well, I'm not going to put in any more work. It doesn't really seem like I got a controller, and I appreciate that, but I just figured if I showed initiative to keep testing, that they'd say, oh yeah, this guy's really, he's testing a lot. Let's go ahead and send them the box. And they did, and I didn't care because, you know, I have tons of gadgets and probably just would have been another gadget that just would have collected dust. I mean, you know, my shield that I got would have overshadowed it and everything else probably, you know, that I'll get in the future. So and spec wise, it was just a basic box, you know, 8 gigabytes of storage, 1 gig of RAM. So it you know, it's, I don't know. It might have had an SD card slot. I mean, that'd be nice. I'm not sure if it was expandable. Even had like a SD card slot or a USB port. It might have, but it was pretty basic, you know. So I just didn't really care after the fact that they kind of, you know, just disappeared, and I quit doing that. So then I had acquired a couple other controllers. You know, I found 2 of them actually here. I went to a yard sale and I was really surprised. I was like, those, you know, game controllers. I found an iPega one brand new. I was like, wow, you know, it's kind of rare to find that stuff around here. People don't play games and do that shit around here. Where I live, Colorado, you already know, we smoke weed and people go big like that. But where I live in Colorado is the fucking murder capital of Colorado. Yeah, it's the hood here. It's fucking. I live in the nice area of the hood, no doubt. But you know, it's pretty bad. So you know, it's not like. I mean, yeah, I'm so sure there's a lot of normal people around that do normal stuff, but it's definitely a lot of people probably couldn't hack it in a place like this. So, but unfortunately for me, I'm in the nicer parts of, you know, where I live, but it still sucks here. You know, I wouldn't ever, you know, suggest anybody move here. I mean, I guess if you want to smoke a lot of weed and don't have anything else to do, yeah, but there ain't jack shit here either. And that's probably why that's probably why we're the murder capital of Colorado. It's a shitty place, you know, shitty ass fucking stupid people. So I do this YouTube shit honestly to stay sane. I really do. But alright. So I don't even know what the hell this video ended up being. We went from talking about me getting Minecraft to me explaining my YouTube. I ain't gonna say this is a channel introduction. It's definitely not about me. Maybe it's just my YouTube journey. I don't know. Okay, so Eagle controller. So then after Eagle controller, like I said, I just started getting a couple more controllers. I thought it was cool, you know, the whole Bluetooth controller. I wanted to compare certain controllers against other ones and all that. And so I picked up a few controllers. I like I said, I found 2 here at a yard sale. One, you know, brand new iPega for like $5, and the other one was a used iPega, but it looked like it was in really good condition, and they only wanted like, I think, like $1 or something. So I paid like $6, and I got 2 good controllers. So then I ordered a couple more. I got that Viaplay. That's a nice controller. That Viaplay G2. It's kind of like the Eagle controller, you know, it's got its own game store, the Viaplay app. You could download that from Google Play, and they also, you know, there's games that are on that app, and just games that have controller support should work right off the back with that controller. But it's also, it's got I don't know if it's an app with the controller or if it's just a certain mode you can put the controller in. But you can actually play those games that don't have controller support, which is cool with that Viaplay G2 controller. If once again, your device got to be rooted. So if you have a rooted device, you can actually play those, you know, like I'm saying, those touch games that have the on-screen controllers. You can map those controls to your Viaplay G2 controller. So it's kind of like the Eagle gaming controller. It's really cool, you know, it's pretty dope. So I thought that was cool. I never actually tried that feature, but I've seen the tutorials where they explain that, you know, how to do it. And I don't think it's necessarily a different app that you have to download to activate that. I think it's just a certain combination of buttons you press on the controller, and then it'll put it into what they call, I think, touch mode, you know. So then you can go ahead and map the your touch screen controls on certain games to your controller. So that's pretty dope, you know. So I thought that was cool. So we did that, went to the controller thing, and then all of a sudden I just started getting into quadcopters. I was like, what the fuck is this shit, you know? So I started flying them, started doing reviews, and you know, and just getting into that. It's a pretty cool hobby. I mean, now that the weather is getting a little warmer, I want to do some more quadcopter videos and stuff before. One thing I noticed about the quadcopter guys, I'm sorry, but you guys are a bunch of fucking nerds, for reals. I mean, I thought the game guys were nerdy and dorky. The quadcopter guys, they take the fucking cake, dude. I don't care what you guys think. Fuck you, you know, fucking nerds. There's some nerds, man, they really are. It's like, and I really thought us gamers were dorks. Those guys are the nerdiest. And I'm not saying that in a bad fucking, you know, in a bad way. I'm just saying, damn, and it's funny because I'll get people that'll make fun of me because I play games. It's like, go make fun of these nerdy ass quadcopter dudes. Those dudes are the fucking dorks. For reals, man, not us. We're just playing games, but nah, I'm just saying, you know, they're a little different kind of breed of guys. I've had a couple of these quadcopter YouTubers that, yeah, they were subscribed to me at first, you know, and then I don't know if they couldn't take my content. Maybe I was a little too road guy for them or something, you know, or maybe it's just. And then I don't blame a lot of people come here. They're not for no bullshit, you know. They're just here for what they're here for specific content. And if you don't fit that content, then I could see, you know, me. I'm varied. Hell, I subscribe to fucking gamers, to, you know, got a couple of weightlifter people I'm subscribed to, and got a couple of beauty blogger girls I'm subscribed to, random vlogger people, you know, gamers. I think I got a few musicians I'm subscribed to, so I don't have a specific, like, oh, I just stick with the quadcopter stuff, or I just stick with the games. No, I do it all, you know, but I mean, and that's what's cool about YouTube. You have the choice, you know, if you're not feeling somebody and they're not, you know, then yeah, you can go ahead and, you know, unsubscribe for them. But usually I stick with the person, and that's one thing too. Okay, like I said, I don't got a lot of subscribers. I got 86 or 85. But for you guys out there, if anybody, you know, future subscriber watches this or whatever, let me know, you know, when you subscribe, if you want me to subscribe back. That's like, I don't really know, you know, I'll get people that'll subscribe to me, and then it's weird. I've got people that have subscribed to me, and then, like, I'll subscribe back to them, and then they'll subscribe for me, and it's like, okay, yeah, you subscribe to me, so once I subscribe to you, you unsubscribe from me, but it's, like, stupid. That there's, like, 3 or 4 heads, and I'm not calling anybody out, you know, I don't even care. But it's weird. There's like 3 or 4 heads that came through to my page. They like told me they liked my shit, you know, that oh, I like your page, I subscribed, and I was like, cool. But then once I subscribed to their page, it's like out that they unsubscribed. And what's funny is, like, that happened with like 2 of them, and then, like, I don't know, maybe I put something on my page that they liked or again or something. It's like, and then they came back and subscribed. I mean, not that I care, but I just want to be clear with that shit, you know. Yeah, so future subscribers, even my subscribers now that, you know, that I'm not subscribed to, if you want me to subscribe to you, I have no problem, you know. I'm kind of one of those dudes where, you know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So you subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you, no problem, you know. But I just don't like when people kind of bullshit around, you know. Oh yeah, I checked your page out, I subscribe, it's cool, and then, you know, you go and check their page out, and then they unsubscribe. It's like, I don't get that. But then that's why I'm coming out with it, though. So future subscribers, current subscribers, you know, let me know. I will. If you subscribe to my page and you'd like us, I have no problem subscribing back, you know. So just want to get that, you know, out in the air there. So this video is going to end up being long. I'm just going to talk and not give a shit. But all right. So, okay, let's see. So after, yeah, the quadcopter shit. So I started getting into the quadcopter. Really fun hobby. But once it became winter, you know, I kind of did much for that. And my living situation now, my brother is staying with me. He's going to college, so I kind of give him his space in the other room. I mean, if he wasn't living here, I'd probably be doing indoor quadcopter videos. Even though it's a little decent sized little family room, I'd probably be doing quadcopter videos in that room if my brother didn't live here. So that's that. So I got another quadcopter shit. It's dope. Now that it's getting warmer, I want to go and do some more, flights. I'll probably still get a few more. I think I'm done with getting, bigger. I never really got anything high end, but I think I'm just done spending money, like, I mean, I don't want to spend, 80, 90 bucks, $100 for a quadcopter anymore. Not that I ever did. I think the most expensive one I bought was probably the Tarantula. That was probably the most expensive. That was like, and that wasn't too much. It was like 60 bucks when I bought it. So, but I'm done. I'm kind of done buying bigger and better quadcopters. I think if anything, the next future ones I'm gonna buy. Although you can't always expect the quality in a littler one to be as good as the bigger ones. Because I've got a couple of micro quads, nano quads from GearBest that they were just junk. They wouldn't fly worth the crap. They'd break easy. So sometimes when you spend a little more, get something a little bigger and better. That's just, what it ends up being. But myself, I think I'm past the point where I've probably bought enough to hold me down. I mean, I haven't even, played with the ones I have enough, really. But what I think I'll do if I buy any future, excuse me, guys. What I think I'll do if I buy any future ones is I'll probably just buy little ones, like more mini quads, mini hexacopters. I don't think I have any intentions of buying any bigger ones anymore. So that was it for the quadcopter stuff. I kind of had to run with that. Winter came and kind of slowed me down on that. Now that it's warming up again, I'm gonna definitely get back at that. So all my quadcopter subscribers, I'll get back into that here soon. And I even have some good videos I want to do in regards to that. A couple of good ones that will probably, I'm nowhere near, a quadcopter expert, but I have a couple of videos that I thought in my head, since I've bought mainly quadcopters on the cheap. I ain't over here buying expensive ass ones. I don't need to. I'm not trying to make this, my main hobby. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a video like that. Something just where I, like, I'm not gonna say top because everybody's opinion of what's the top quadcopter is different from one opinion to the next. But I'm gonna say like, maybe I could do like 5 quadcopters under 20 bucks or something. That'd be a cool video for people that are getting into that stuff, that are looking, to get into it, without breaking the bank. There you go, 5 quadcopters under 20 bucks. Maybe I'll do a video because I know I definitely for sure got more than 5 quadcopters that are under 20 bucks because like I said, I kind of never really went. I was getting quite a bit here and there, but I wasn't getting expensive ones. I was getting more so medium priced, cheaper ones. So I think I can definitely do something like that, and I'll definitely get into more flights too once it starts getting warmer. I have a ton of ideas. I still want to do a range test. I want to do the antenna mod range test. See if I'm gonna probably just have and if I lose one of my quadcopters for the test, that's just what it is. But I want to actually go and compare the Eachine H8 Mini. For some reason, I just want to do that one. I want to see how much more range I can get with the modded, with the antenna mod and the controller mod as compared to a non-modded one. So, I just thought that'd be a cool test. Because, I mean, that little thing, even not being modded, gets little decent range. So I'm wondering if the mod with the antenna out and all that is, going to give it more range. So yeah, that was my second thing on YouTube. And I noticed I was getting quite a bit of subscribers doing that. So, it would seem like, but then like I was saying with these quadcopter guys, I think some of them are kind of, I know, nonsense. That's cool. I understand where they're coming from, but I think a lot of them are just basically they don't come here to fuck around. They're just all about their quadcopter content, which is cool, no doubt, But I am here to fuck around. I'm not trying to be serious about anything, And I'm into tons of shit, So not just quadcopters or games, So whatever. But that was my second run. My second run with I guess you could say my second run that built up a little bit of my subscriber base. I mean, during that time, I didn't really have a base. I'd probably say I had maybe 8, 9, 10 subscribers, and it just seemed like I was getting maybe a subscriber a week, which was cool. I was like, wow. And it was probably due to I was putting in work, doing a couple of quadcopter videos here and there, doing some flights, this and that. And so then after that, I kind of, like I said, I kind of got out of the quadcopter thing because the weather started changing. I like to fly outside. I mean, obviously, you get a lot of space. It's just nicer to be outside anyway. Well, I mean, when the weather's nice, it is. But so the quadcopter stuff started slowing down once the winter came. But then I thought, well, I want to get back into my beats and all this stuff. So I started, putting out a couple little tracks here and there, just random stuff, and then just finishing a lot of tracks too. I still have a lot of music from one of my friends, one of my MC partners, Nameless, that I got, she's like 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 CDs of just random tracks from him that I gotta upload. And I know they're here because I found them. I was looking for all his stuff at one point to back it all up on a hard drive. And then I finally found it, I was like, all right, damn. So I finally found it, and then I don't know what happened to it. I never backed it up. It was like, geez, like just a whole stack of like 12 CDs, 13 CDs. And I meant to back it up so I could have it all, I had all of it backed up at one time. I had all our stuff, and man, like a dumbass, I accidentally formatted my hard drive. I had a external USB flash drive in the computer, and I meant to format that, and I wasn't paying attention, and I formatted my damn external hard drive. So I had lost like all kinds of crap, like all our music, just all the stuff that I had saved on my hard drive, which was just basically a bunch of sounds and beats and samples and chorus recordings. I mean, I had tons of crap, even just tons of freestyles too that I wish I would have never did that, so I could have got them out there up on YouTube. But yeah, so that kind of sucked. I did that, and that kind of sent me back for a little, looking for all that stuff. So in the meantime, I just started, once I was looking for Nameless's stuff, I kind of just started going through all the music, and I was like, well, I have a bunch of crap that's unfinished, so I might as well just finish it up and let people hear it, do whatever. So I just started finishing old beats, getting them done so I could upload them, so people could check them out. And in between that, I was also making a new beat here and then, every now and then. So I noticed once I started doing that, I started getting a few more subscribers here and there. And it seemed like at first it didn't seem like it was the music thing. It seemed like it was all the quadcopter stuff. And then I started getting, I don't know, just random subscribers. I could tell some were like, musicians and into music and, mutual interests and stuff. And then I just get random people tell me, I like your beat and, check out my page, which was cool though. I started getting some girls. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, right on. I love all them girls. Definitely like that. So, yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. And I kind of didn't think that was the quadcopter stuff. I thought this has to be the music, So it seemed like the music kind of caught on a little bit. I'm not really trying with that, You guys will know when I try with that. But it just seemed like, it caught on a little bit. So I was like, cool. Okay. So the music started catching on maybe because I noticed instead of getting subscribers that were, quadcopter flyers, I started getting like musicians and producers and beat makers and just vocalists and singers. So I was like, hey, that's cool. So maybe the music, now that I'm doing more of this. And then so I ran with that for a while, and then I don't know. I've just my thing really that I wanted to do for you guys, or just for anybody, or just for myself, is okay, the music was coming back along, and then I just started getting back into the games again. I see all these YouTube gamers, and they play their games and record their game footage, and they even stream themselves with the webcam, or whatever, just webcam game streaming, and I just thought that was cool. I just thought, damn, I want to do that. Yeah, and I'm a little bearded here, so I didn't. You guys might get another video of me next week. Maybe I'll be, I'll have this off. I just didn't feel like shaving, so. And this is grown man shit. I ain't a little boy. I grow a nice beard. That's what's up. But, yeah, so, anyway, I just, I don't know. I started, like I said, with the game stuff. I just see all these gamers, and I think that shit's pretty cool. Like these dudes play and the girls, too. Look at, check out Finch. Yeah, she's cool, man. And, these girls and guys, they play their games, and I thought, that's really cool. I played just as many games as these people, if not more. I mean, I probably have more of a physical cartridge collection than a lot of these, big YouTube gamers. I mean, these guys that are making money off this shit, they can go ahead and buy anything now, but, So, I thought, man, I need to jump into this. So, I just started trying to learn, like, okay, how do you do this? I kind of figured it had to be something on the computer and, like, a capture program, screen recording program. I really wanted to get into recording my gameplay footage. So then, once I was looking at certain things to buy, I wasn't going to buy one of those HD. What up, guys? Freestyle. Just chilling. Trying to get this to work. Yeah, so for that cutoff, video came out way longer than I thought it was going to be, but I'll just go with it. So before that cutoff, like I said, I was going to get one of those capture devices. I have tons of games. I still might. Didn't end up going that route. I ended up getting the NVIDIA Shield just because it has that, option in it. Built-in recording software, and it works pretty damn good. I'd have to say I like it. It's a cool little device, and got a lot of power under the hood for what it is. So I got that. And that was kind of my first, I guess you could say my first time messing around with any kind of game recording. So just messing with that, and that's cool, it's a really cool thing to have. And then I just started looking into more of the computer aspect of it, found out about OBS. Of course, it's very popular. And for Linux, there's a couple, so I got, Simple Screen Recorder and OBS in Linux. So I'm definitely going to mess with that, but I'm going to cut out, because, this video was definitely longer than I wanted it to be. As soon, the video cut off because my phone was out of a memory, so that's how long it was. But alright, man, you guys be cool. 86 subscribers, thanks for hanging with me. With anybody out there that wants to get at me on this Minecraft, that's what's up too. I'll post my gamer tag and all that in the description. Alright, peace out. Word up.